Hi there, and welcome to another edition here on the FM Tactics series. Yes, today we're going to take a look at a 3-4-3 strikerless system that has been submitted by Guruthemasta. And Liverpool are going to be the team we are facing in the FA Cup semi-final over at Wembley Stadium. We are 10 points behind United, and I dare say this much, not catching them anytime soon. We've got 5 matches left in the season, and I don't think they're going to drop that many points. They haven't lost since God knows when. They've been on a winning streak. This team is just too good. Look at this. This looks like one of my games. Yeah, look at the number. They only lost to us this season. They lost to in the league. They lost to West Ham and to Gloucester City, both narrow defeats. The rest of the league has just succumbed to the fire and brimstone that Manchester United have been raining down on them. We, on the other hand, we've kept a pretty decent run going. And now we are up against Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final. Now, one of the reasons why I was a bit hesitant about this system is it's got a lot of PIs. I'm just curious to see how this PIs pan out. According to Guruthemasta, I should let it go for 15 minutes because he's fully confident that this tactic is going to work. So, my head says it's not. Okay, the reason why passes shorter and more risky passes doesn't even sound like they should be together in the same place, because more risky passes means through balls, right? It doesn't mean that it's anything else. It doesn't mean so. When you have a short pass, how can it be more risky? This doesn't make sense. So I will see how this goes. I might remove one or the other, or even maybe I'll remove more risky passes. Um, it's a bit of a question mark at the moment. Cross more often and cross on Bailey. He wants them to attack the flanks. This is just gonna insist that they drop crosses in from wider positions, right? Now sit narrower and cut inside with the ball. So yeah, okay. So he's gonna sit narrower and cut inside. Shadow striker, Trequartista, shadow striker, Almedo and Hanks are playing. Why is Hanks playing? I have nobody else. Yes, we have a serious problem with. We don't have a serious problem. Actually, he's suspended. Colado is suspended for this match, so he won't be able to play. With Sergey Gomez, the other player who could have played as a defensive midfielder, is injured. We may try more here. He can play in this position, but it means that I have to bring on Said Amara, who's never really played. So that's too big a risk. So I'll just put Hanks as a roaming playmaker, and he is about the only other player who can play in that position. Hajek, Webster, Moore, Borthwick, Jackson. These are the other players in the team. And we're going to give this a go, and we'll see how we do. I might have to make changes on the fly. For one thing, it's interesting to see what the effects of all these PIs can do on a game as well. So let's get all set for this and see how it goes. Here we go. We've got a very attacking Liverpool side. They've got 2 flank attacks. They don't have even one midfielder is going to be attacking really hard. So we're going to play on counter and flexible with 10 TIs. And we're going to start the match. We're actually going to play this match on... these are all the team instructions for this tactic. Flexible, higher tempo, normal defensive line, tighter marking, get stuck in, pass into space, play our defense, look for overlap and work ball into box. Look for overlap in this tactic. They're going to overlap anyway. So the only thing look for overlap does here is it increases the mentality of these two guys, which makes it even more risky. All right. So Zé Gomez back to Germano, to Olmedo, to Lopez out wide to Mafio. As you can see how high up Mafio is. That's his mentality, not the look for overlap shout. Because if you take it out, you will get him still overlapping because there's no other player there who's overlapping. So that's how overlap sometimes works, right? So if you don't want to use the shout, just make sure there's nobody else on the flank who gives you width, and he'll give you width and he'll overlap. It's as simple as that. The only the only effect of look for overlap at the moment is to increase mentality. So 15 minutes in, the boys are looking pretty comfortable. I'm so glad Liverpool is playing with a 4-2-3-1 with at least one player that looks like a roaming playmaker. Hanks with a corner. They get into the box. Oh, Zé Gomez. Shoot, my boy. Oh, I see it. Oh, come on, boys. We're in the FA Cup semi-final. This is it. It's another corner from Germano. Gets cleared, and this will be chased down by Zé Gomez. I figured it. I mean, somebody was kind enough to tell me how to pronounce his name. I was pronouncing it all wrong, calling Z when it should be Zé Gomez. I hope that's correct. Germano with a free kick. Well, so far, I'm happy that we are controlling the match in their half. I won't say controlling is not really the right word. We have had quite a few opportunities. The good thing is because Liverpool are playing a 4-2-3-1, I'm so excited that we have a 4-3-3-1 to try this out against. Pinheiro goes wide, crosses it, and Liverpool have scored their first goal. Stoichev had the run off the flank and he just bombed in across. Now I'm going to see what happened over here. All right, let's see the situation. It has to start from here. Goalkeeper kicks the ball up. Defenders win the ball. Krojcek, he goes up. He's tight marking him all the way. Loses the player, runs back. Yeah. All right. Moore wins the ball back. Lopez falls, slips, and does a Steven Gerrard. But it looks like he might actually be injured. Lopez is going to need medical. Yeah, he's got a thigh strain. Damn it. We got to keep him on. Mateos goes wide again to Tierney. All right, we can't play on counter. We'll have to move it out standard now. And look for overlap. I am going to take this off and work ball into box. Hanks to Germano to Lopez, and we get the equalizer back. Alright, Gloucester 1, Liverpool 1. Crazy as it might sound, yes, we scored a goal from a flank, but the boys in attack, yes, they're looking solid. That's what Strikerless systems actually, they're pretty good. You can't go very wrong with a Strikerless system. They narrow and they take advantage of the fact they got 3 over here as well. So you see this 3 configuration. Once these boys get up the pitch, they will have so many passing options available to them. Tierney to Lopez. Lopez back to Germano. Germano looks up, tries to play into space for Lopez, but Lopez was no luck with that. Borthwick Jackson does well, comes up. Hajek, he loses out to Mateos. Lopez again. The scorer of the first goal. Good thing we kept him on the pitch, eh? Tierney to Keita. Gets turned. And we concede the second goal. Yeah, boys are a bit high up the line. Germano with the ball. Passes it to Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez goes wide. Does the right thing. Pulls players to him. Delivers. His cross was weak and insipid. We're now going to key highlights. Rico. This is good football. Hajek wins the ball back. Hanks to Germano. Germano to Lopez. Lopez inside the box. Shoots and gets the equalizer again. Cracking effort there from Lopez. I'm so glad we didn't take him off the pitch. I don't think now my 2 wing backs are going to be too overcommitted. So they're still going to get down the flanks, but now I just don't want them to allow Keita, Tierney and Pinheiro to have the run of the pitch. Gloucester City now in complete control of this match. Alright, we're going to make one change now. I don't think I should, right? Cesar Lopez is on a hat trick. I want to take him off and give him a rest. Okay. Alright, second half. What has Liverpool done? Liverpool have, okay, I think they basically bring the same way. They might have, yeah, they have probably have gone on a higher mentality as well. Virgil. Mafia wins the, he does try to win the ball, but he doesn't. Pinheiro crossing it. Johnston picks that up. Johnston to Hajek. Alright, Liverpool have gone attacking. 3 roles got changed as a result of that. It's still Gloucester 2, Liverpool 2. Virgil with the throw. Olmedo wins the header. Keita. Hanks wins that. Lopez goes away with it. Goes round one player. But he can't get past Grojcik. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Marco is his first name, so maybe I should just call him Marco. Over the top, the Stoichev. Moore wins that. Klaassen. Hanks does well. Borthwick Jackson tries to release the wing back, but that's not happening. Frantisek Hajek. Ouch. I knew I should have taken off tackle harder. Damn it. We just lost a player. Is there tackle harder here? Yes, that's tackle harder there. I should have taken it off. Damn it. That is not necessary because you're the only wing back on the flank. Tackle harder shouldn't. I should have taken it off. I did not realize tackle harder wasn't there. I forgot tackle harder was there. So we're gonna take one of the players off. We're gonna turn this guy into advanced playmaker on attack. Turn this guy into a shadow striker. We're going to turn you into a central midfielder on support. We're going to turn you into a wing back on attack. We're going to increase your closing down. Tap, take you out, take you out, take you out, take you out, take you out. Okay. More direct passing. Close down more. And that should be enough. You are definitely not closing down less. You are not tackling harder. You're not marking tighter. You're not passing it shorter. Don't need to do this because it's still cross from byline. And I need to sit narrower. No. Okay. We're going attacking, structured, attacking, fluid, dropping the D line, taking this out. We're going to go fairly narrow and whipping the crosses in. Get stuck in is out. Use tighter marking is out. No, we're taking that out as well. Okay. It's a 2-2 scoreline. We're down by a man and we're going to try and get something out of this game. Cesar Lopez is at 65%. Keita with the ball. Pinheiro. Keita again. Crosses Webster. Clears the danger. Kana. Pinheiro. Borthwick Jackson. Ooh, this is sad. Frantisek Hajek was on tackle harder. With all the PIs there, I didn't realize that was on. Paiva shoots. Gilero. Oh, man. 3-2. Liverpool 3, Gloucester City 2. Gil Rivero. Okay, I see something that I can hopefully take advantage of. Okay. All right. We have one chance left. And I'm hoping this works. Because we have nothing else left to throw at the AI. All right, Gloucester City 2, Liverpool 3. We are hoping that we can take advantage of the fact that they are playing like that, 3-4-3. We just need one good chance inside their half. And Liverpool have not changed. Johnston plays it out to Borthwick Jackson. Borthwick Jackson to Olmedo. Olmedo out to Mamija. Mamija with the ball. Plays it. But hangs now. Yes, Lopez is away. Lopez. Get best. Yes. 3-3. Okay, this match is still on. We have not gone down. Lopez gets his hat trick. We strike Liverpool where they are weakest down the flanks. There's not much time left, but we're gonna go into extra time. All right, we may have to. We're gonna still play. What's his face in that position? Lopez. He loses the ball. Paiva. This is gonna be tough on us. Zé Gomez. Kana, Virgil, Van Dijk. No, I don't think that's Van Dijk. Stoichev. The boys come back to defend in numbers. Paiva. Borthwick Jackson tries to release this guy, but he goes to the flanks to cover them. Klaassen. Paiva. Crosses. And block defensively. He's still offside. This is a fight to the finish. We managed to pull one back, but Lopez may not be... Okay, we're going to make a substitution. Lopez can't last the whole way, so we're going to bring on Alexandre Lacazette now. Mafio. Hanks wins that back. Gets it to Lopez. Lopez is the playmaker that I need. Oh, look at him. Finds Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez inside the box. Zé Gomez inside. Got 3. What a comeback. Oh, we are down a man in the FA Cup, and we see Liverpool playing a 3-4-3. We take advantage of the flanks and we strike them where they're weakest. Oh, this feels so bloody good. Okay. All right, now what do? We now don't have to play overload. We play control, very fluid. Liverpool will have to throw everything into a last-ditch attack. Start extra time, second half. Brunskill. Now Liverpool have gone overload. Okay, I know this. It says attacking 3-4-3, but there's when it says attacking 3-4-3, it includes overload in there, so you don't really know that it's going overload. So this is something that is one of the changes in the game. Okay, so I reckon because when you go overload, it won't say it either. So Marko Grojcic 108. We don't want to go. Oh, Brunskill. He is dangerous, but he gets it over the top. Come on, Gloucester. What a comeback. Okay, now we're still hitting them into space. There is no change here. We're going to keep this up. Johnston with the goal kick. What in the world? I should have told him to play it short. But Lacazette is not in the right spot, in the right place, in the whatever. Stoichev. And the defender has done well. Paiva now. Come on, boys. We just have to hold on. No. No. Yes. Oh, God. Okay. I have to do things differently now. Wing back on defend. Wing back on defend. You are on support. You not on support. You are now an inside forward on attack. Okay. You are just going to do this. Edit. Direct passes. No cross more often. We don't need that. You're going to cross more often anyway. Oh my God. I didn't even remove that instruction. Direct passes. Sit narrower. Yes, I want you to sit narrower now. Now you have to sit narrower. Because you want to compress the space. Where is sit narrower? Somewhere here, sit narrow. Okay, there it is. You stay in your position. And, okay, we've done everything. You Right now, do not distribute to fullbacks. You are just going to hurl it over the opposition defense. Okay. We have to survive for the next few minutes. Okay. Now we go contain. Very fluid. Retain possession. Do the boys have enough? Yes. It's a free kick in their half. Zé Gomez back to the one and only Joe Hanks. Joe Hanks, he has played really well. Gloucester 4, Liverpool 3. What a match. What a comeback. Well, we won this match. We lost the player in the 68th minute and we came back to seal the win. This was a great game. I had thoroughly enjoyed it. But I swear to God, this tactic made me... I was nervous as hell. Okay, first lap, there's so many PIs in this. I mean, it's like, okay, first up, you only have these two players on the flanks, right? And if you only have these two players on the flanks, and you're asking both of them to tackle harder, play more risky passes, basically they just, I see the logic of cut inside with the ball, because when he does dribble, but then you want him to dribble with the ball and then cut inside with the ball. So you want this attack. Basically, you just have this very narrow attack going this way. Well, it can work. I'm not saying it won't work. I think it can work because there's something to be said about playing a very narrow configuration. But the challenge is these two instructions: passes shorter, more risky passes. I don't like these two here. I would choose no. I would remove one of them, either more risky or pass it shorter. But it was an interesting match, and we managed to escape the FA Cup semi-final with this system. And how much would I change? Now, if I change this tactic, it's gonna be a lot of changes, right? So, and I think I have to think about this and just go off and savor this FA Cup semi-final victory. It was really tense, and I have to think about this because there are a lot of things that I would change in this. Remove tackle harder. I will remove mark tighter. These two instructions will go immediately. It's a narrow system. You're sitting narrow when you have the ball, and if you mark tighter, for my players, mark tighter is suicidal. I can't do it. For my players, mark tighter is suicidal. We can't do it. Why? My players have poor acceleration and the back. So these guys are not going to be able to pull that off. So I definitely will be taking it off. Passes shorter, more risky passes. I mean, literally all three of these instructions may go cross more often and cross over byline. I'll take it off as well because wing backs, they'll naturally cross anyway when they get into space. And if I wanted to play through passes from him, these guys alone, I would just have more risky passes on. I can see the logic of having that, but I will remove pass it shorter and play direct because direct will either hit the space or the player. Pass it shorter just won't do that. Roaming playmaker was a good role. I like roaming playmaker. I think it's one of the better and basically one of those underappreciated roles in the game. I use a roaming playmaker with a deep line playmaker in a 4-4-2. So I know what the roaming playmaker can do, and I really like this role. So I like the fact that you used it here. It's a very good role to use. And combine it with the ball winning midfielder on support, not bad. Oh, and this is actually a very narrow system, so there's always going to be some law closing down happening. So cool. Shadow Striker, Trequartista, Shadow Striker. The one thing I want to ask is, did anybody notice Germano in this game? In this game, until Germano was taken off, what was Germano doing? He had 2 assists. Wow. I'm seriously impressed then, because the Trequartista must have played balls from deep to get those 2 assists going. Those are the early goals that we scored. Here, Cesar Lopez's first goal. Ooh, you highlights. We have to do it again. So let's do this again. Let's see how the Trequartista did this. So Zé Gomez with the ball. Where's the Trequartista? Hanks. Where's my Trequartista? There he is. Germano. Well, okay, he played as a link for the first one, so I'm not going to jump up and go, wow, okay. More importantly, if it's a Trequartista, it drops really deep. So the Trequartista drops all the way into the midfield area and then takes part in transitions, which is kind of cool. The first 2 goals were pretty nice. I like the way they played out. Hajek, we changed a few things. Germano through to Lopez. That is the role of the Trequartista. So Germano did actually play a very good game. The Trequartista combined very well with the 2 shadow strikers. So the combination up front was very nice. 2 shadow strikers with the Trequartista dropping deep, releasing these 2 to attack space. We got the only thing I would change with this tactic, okay, you don't need to change very much. Yeah, I definitely think about these guys. To dribble more, to tackle harder. I mean, seriously, these guys are like fullbacks on steroids. I don't have fullbacks can do this shit. I mean, cut inside with the ball and dribble more. And look at this guy. Dribbling 11. Asking him to play this. I don't have those kind of players. So I would take all these shots off. Well, how will this tactic fare in the next match? I don't know. We'll have to take a break because I definitely don't want to play it after that phenomenal come from behind win against Liverpool with a player down. We had to go to extra time and we won that match 4-3. I want to go celebrate. I don't believe I'm saying this. I support Liverpool and I'm going to celebrate the fact that I just knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup. We're on our way to the final of the FA Cup yet again, Gloucester City, thanks to a tactic sent in by Guruthemasta with a few modifications of my own. And I hope you catch up with me soon on the next show where I may try a variation of the 3-4-3 in a different form. Okay, you guys have a good one. I'll catch up with you soon. Once again, I'd like to thank all the patrons that continue to support this channel. You know where to find me if you have questions to ask. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.